Satan and God are having a conversation, and God asks Satan, hey, where have you been? And Satan tells him, oh, just to and fro, wandering the earth, right? Because you put me down here. And God asks Satan, hey, have you seen my servant Job? He really loves me, and he respects me, and he honors me. So he's a really righteous man. And Satan says, yeah, I've seen Job, but the only reason he loves you like that is because you're so good to him. You've given him so many blessings. Take away those blessings, and he'll curse you to your face. And God says, no, my servant Job really does love me, but fine. Go ahead and take away all of the things that I've given him, and you'll see. And so Satan does that. He takes away Job's children, his wealth, his health, and even his honor. And Job's friends come to comfort him. But in the end, they're like, Job, why don't you just admit there must be some secret sin in your life that you're not admitting to? God doesn't do this to anyone. And Job maintains his innocence. But later in the book, he begins to question why this is happening to him. He doesn't question God's goodness. Rather, he's saying, Lord, why is this happening to me? Just let me die. And God finally answers him. And God says, Job, I am God. I created the universe, and you are a human being. There are things that you will never know, right? And Job still doesn't curse God. In fact, Job draws nearer to God in worship, and he repents, and he says, I apologize, Lord. I have spoken beyond my understanding. Before, I just heard about you with my ears, but now I see you face to face. And so even though Job had everything taken away from him, and he got no explanation as to why this was all going on, Job still worships God, and he proves God right. God was right when he said Job really does love me for me and not because I'm good to him. And after the trial is over and Job proves to Satan and all the angelic hosts that he does really love God for God, God deeply blesses him with infinitely more than he had before. And that's how the book ends. Job lives a long life, and he dies an old man, an old, wealthy, respected, honorable man, right? And the reflection point that I took from this is, children, and when you're a baby Christian, it's perfectly fine. We all love God because he first loved us. None of us love God just for the sake of loving him in the beginning. But as we continue to walk with God, we begin to love him just because of who God is, and not only because of his goodness to us.